put my broadcast up. Give me one sec. Damn. Make sure I got my shit. Broadcast up, dude. I'll holler at you. I will play. I will play with you.
Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport. As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the Minnesota Vikings.
Let's go, folks. We're going to sign. 56. Check 56. Watch a slack. Watch a slack.
First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Madison. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Strong right. Strong right. Hey, got three. Three down. Hey, Haywood.
The play clock getting low, so Sean Payton says let's take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, Delta.
Darnold from the gun. And that is incomplete.
Yeah!
You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning.
What I'm talking about,
hey,
man.
Why not a penalty? Why not a penalty?
Paint something out there.
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 70, Indy. 50. Hey, Sam on.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Now a handoff here to his running back. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 17 yards that time at a Washington first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Check 24, check 24. Mike 50, Mike 50.
Here's Jones on 3rd down. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Now Brown. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, lady. Hey, who we got? Mike 55. Mike 55. Come on, D. Hey, wahoo. 55.
On 2nd and 9. Darnold open here. Adam Thielen. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
In your face.
Here's Madison running on first down. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second and 4 at the 34-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
Coming this way, here we go. Hey, lady, here we go. Mark 56. Mark 56. Switch up. Hey, zoom. 56 to Mike. 56 out.
Back to throw, Darnold. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Mike 56.
Darnold on first down. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On second down, this is Madison. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Oh, the oven.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. First down, here's the run with Cook. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. He stayed afloat for a second there after the first wave of contact, but that was going nowhere.
Yeah, what did he tell us in pregame? I just don't want to get my feet stopped initially when I'm trying to make a run. That's exactly what happened there. Unfortunately, as you noted, got away a little bit from the first one, but the wave swarmed him under.
Darnold completes it. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Darnold going to lead the offense up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Going on the ground with Madison. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Here we go, lady. Mike 56, Mike 56.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen.
Man,
Out of bounds
please.
inside the 15-yard line. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. And on this challenge, the refs have to take a peek and see whether or not the receiver was able to dot the I with both feet,
while making sure that he possesses the football all the way through the catch.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
You got tight right there. Man, 80. 56. Must 56.
Here's Darnold. This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal. The carry here for the big tight end. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Kyle Rudolph, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. Joseph now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. From the 24, Jones. There he goes, right side. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head, walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Well, they're in some hot water.
Steve Madden, you gonna save him today, huh?
2nd and 21. Now Jones. And the pressure gets to him again.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hey, exit. Check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. All day, dog.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Watch the run. They're running it.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He'll rifle this one deep right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they will be set out now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turn to block, find a spot.
I can't make this shit up, man.
Red zone for their offense.
After the interception, here's Darnold.
Yeah, I know it.
That was a dream chance for any D
I know
lineman
it.
to possibly get a pick, but instead it falls down incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run with Madison, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Mike 56, right there, 56. Check back. Hey, lady. Mike 56. Mike 56. I got one. 56.
To throw is Darnold. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Running from the shotgun with Madison. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Madison. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
They come out here in the eye.
Right there, 56. Watch the curl.
On 3rd down, they run with Madison. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Alexander Madison hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. Joseph now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, Norm.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Mikel Roby-Coleman, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Darnold. And this one complete to Smith. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Darnold. And his throw is incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Hey, Charlie!
Darnold now to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. The final shot before break. Jones throwing deep for Galladay. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman.
What the
our
fuck,
EA Sports
man?
halftime report. Coach, the Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Daniil Hunter in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
Now Jones, off play action, sliding out of the pocket. And he's taken down, back at his own 7.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Throwing Jones. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And got his man complete. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 47 yards. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
Jones now on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Looking to throw. Jones. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Tyler Boyd, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count.
Hey, box drop, box drop. Check 59, Mike.
Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's do it.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Here we go, here we go. Shoot, lady.
Another carry now for Madison. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
We go, sir. 56 is the mic. Here we go, here we go. Red 80. 56 the mic, boys. Hey, orbit. 56.
Now Darnold. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. The Vikings send out their punter, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Taken from just outside the 30. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball to cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Jones. Throwing again. Airing one out for Boyd. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs. Jones now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones is going to fire one deep over the middle. And now here's another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really eliminate them. Not cool.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's a give to Madison running right. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
At the 18-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hello, lady.
2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tanner Vallejo charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Third and long, it's Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the... Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And the return will...
Yeah, stop.
Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings capitalize on this short field. As they take it in for 6. So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through it, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
Ready? And Lobo. Tight as Ringo. Tight as on Ringo.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Kenny Golladay is intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
60 or. Watch time, watch time.
Now Jones off the play fake. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Jones now operating from the gun.
What?
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 35. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis.
You got all this shit turned on.
Faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Check 26.
Here's Madison. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
2nd and 5 now. Darnold to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
That a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. To throw again, Jones. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
I don't understand that shit, man.
The Redskins on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And that'll wind up incomplete.
Man.
Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
They'll rifle this one deep right side. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Mikel Roby.
Good job, Madden.
On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check 4.
Going to run with Madison again. They find some open field here. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Check.
On first down, it's Cook, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
The Vikings on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, here's Wilson. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. The kick by Joseph is good. And that will push the lead up from 26, and it grows up to 29. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 36 yards on the play.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Back to the ground on first down. Here's Madison. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural, but I
like where we're going with this. Though you say one to represent like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only.
mean or something. Haters too. Sorry, Mommy. What's wrong? He hit my forehead. I was doing this and I was doing this and then I accidentally did it. No big toys. Okay. Only medium or small. That's my only option. This is medium. No, it's not. It's this is medium. Yeah. Cause you hit my forehead. This is too big to be. Oh, my name starts T-O-I. Nope, I know how to spell it. I. No, Leonie, you missed it out. Sorry. Oh, Louise medium pussy. Yeah, she can put those. No, it's too big. No, it's medium. Oh my goodness, what did I just say? No big toys. I didn't put it in there. Yeah, these pickles out. So it belongs to the toy basket. Yeah. We do the things that we play, that we play with like today. Okay. You can put those in a bigger basket. Nah, I like one. Nah, I hope I know the horse can get clean. That's just so tired. Whining. Stop it. That's mine. Get it. It's not opening on the horse basket. No. That's a big thing. No, we have to tape that on the box. Where's the tape then? Or glue? Michael, we need tape. Really? Why? Fine. Oh, if we find more. No, backup tape. I always have backup. Okay. What is this? My backup tape was right behind that.
Trying to grab on the way. Hey, stop everything. Everything stop. Clean up. You got 30 minutes for class. Straighten up the floor so you cancel it out. Clean up the table. Somebody come in here to fix something. This place looks like craziness. Y'all sitting in here cleaning.
We're not cleaning it. Because everything is stuff. The Lord come.
Put the box away.
Dude, no! Don't put them in there.
Take them out.
Well, why do we need to take those out? Those are the box. Mom said we can keep that box. Put it right there. Well, how do you get out of there? There. Okay, leave it over there. You get in here. I'm getting clean. There's no gravity. Yes. Yeah.
Leonie, tree.
Sorry. Your face, ugly man. There's no shiny tree. You will break a fall like a parachute.
Hi.
There's no sign to see.
Trinity, Leonie. That meant y'all too.
Leave my phone alone.
Put
How
them where
are
they
you?
belong. Why don't y'all go watch the big TV?
We can. My phone.
What I do?
Phone.
Why you need my phone?
That's to turn off your big TV.
I deleted the app. Y'all should be looking for the remote.
You already know Dad saw us trying to look for it. He never found it.
What I'm talking about is clean up this thing.
Fishy, Dad put on the TV for us. Is it Alan and Maddie? I'm going to school.
Clean up.
What, so we're not done?
My God, does this look like